Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strum, and welcome to my YouTube channel for the opening day ball game for the Boston Red Sox and Detroit Tigers in 1972. This is my 1972 Red Sox replay using Action PC Baseball, and final standings in the 1972 Major League Baseball season. Red Sox finished one half a game behind the Detroit Tigers. There was a strike shortened season. Not very many games was shortened. They played 155 games. Tigers played 156. Tigers won one more than the Red Sox. The Red Sox went into Tiger Stadium, the final three-game series of the season, having to win one of the first two games to clinch the Eastern Division and make it back to the playoffs for the first time since 1967, and they lost the first two games. So here we are trying to change history, and we're going to play an entire season just to see if we can make up this one half a game and get into the playoffs. One of the things we do here on the channel is go over a little bit of history. And in 1972, when this game was played, the following headlines were in the news for that year. Nixon defeats McGovern for the presidency. U.S. ground troops leave Vietnam. Nixon went on to visit China and the Soviet Union. What else happened? George Wallace was shot. 5 people were arrested in a small burglary. You might remember it, or you might have read about it in the history books. 5 men were arrested for breaking in the Watergate office complex. Let's see, what else we got? Earthquake devastates Nicaragua, and Life magazine had been around for decades, went out of business. Also in preseason of 1972, the Yankees announced that they were going to play their home games in Shea Stadium while Yankee Stadium was being renovated. Tom Seaver signed a contract for $120,000. At 27, he's the youngest player ever to reach a 6-figure annual salary. Things have sure changed since then. Hank Aaron signed a new 3-year, $600,000 contract with the Braves, becoming the first major league player to earn $200,000 in a season. And anything else that highlights this? Not really. And April 15th, which is the day I play my games, by the way, if you aren't aware, this game was played on April 15th, 1972. I play my games on the day that the actual game was played. So I'll play today's the 15th and so on and so forth till the season's over. We will end in October. But on April 15th, 1972, Reggie Jackson of the Athletics becomes the first major leaguer to wear a mustache since the year 1914. So it's been 58 years since a mustache showed up on the baseball diamond. And that's all the headlines and trivia for 1972 we're going to talk about today. As the season goes on, we will do more and more of that stuff. But until then, let's go down and see what the action is on today's schedule. And there is today's schedule, the 15th of April, 1972. Boston will be playing at Detroit. Marty Patton against Lolich. We do as played lineups. I do make changes. We don't do it exactly as they do it. They did it in 1972, but we start out that way. And we will autoplay all these other games. And so let's start that now. And we'll start the games. We'll play them in order. We'll finish the day out, and then you'll find I do this broadcast about once a week I'm going to do 3 seasons. I have already started a 1975 season, which we started last week. 72 is this season, and 1948 we're going to start on Saturday, April 19th. That's this coming Saturday. And I'll do one broadcast a week, one broadcast every 10 days, something like that, for each season. I won't broadcast all the games, just a few of them, and we'll see if we can change history in the 1972, 1975, and 1948 baseball seasons. Okay, Pittsburgh's going to be playing at New York. 3-2 Mets. Cleveland at home, 7-5 over Milwaukee. Cincinnati 6-3 over the Dodgers at home. And here we go, and I go to Detroit. The computer will handle Detroit's games. I will handle the managing for the Red Sox. Marty Patton plus the as-played lineup for the Red Sox. There's the lineup for Detroit. Let's go down to the field. Welcome to opening day at Tiger Stadium for today's game between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Marty Patton will start the game for Boston. He'll be opposed by Mickey Lolich for Detroit's 52 degrees. Wind at 2 miles an hour in from left center field. It's sunny. There will not be any rain today. I'm going to move a few of these players around if you'll bear with me 1 second on the display. So I can see them a little better. Let's move K-line a little bit more. There we go. Okay, for the Red Sox, Harper leads off in center field. Aparicio at short, batting second. He really, when we get to the end of the season, he really figures into these games. Yastrzemski in left field, batting third. Reggie Smith in right, fourth. Rico Petrocelli at third, batting fifth. Danny Cater at first place, batting sixth. The Red Sox got Danny Cater in one of their worst trades in the history of baseball in 1972, trading the Yankees' Sparky Lyle for Danny Cater. Griffin at second, hitting seventh. Dwayne Josephson catching eighth, and Marty Patton pitching and batting ninth. In the outfield, Gates Brown, Stanley, and K-line. In the infield, Rodriguez, Brinkman, McAuliffe, Cash, Freehand catching, Lola's pitching. This is a photo I have of Detroit's Tiger Stadium. I have better photos. As the season goes on, I'll be replacing some of these older ones with some new ones I have. But until then, we're going to use this one, and we're underway. Ground ball to short. Brinkman to Cash gets the speedy Harper. 1 down. Rodriguez actually fielded that, took that away from Brinkman. Louis Aparicio. Gates Brown's got it in left field for the out. Base hit for Yastrzemski in the right field. Yastrzemski in 1972, just beginning to go a little bit downhill in his career after a fabulous 1960s, 70 and 71. He's a little off by 72, but he's still a great player. Reggie Smith in the right field, base hit. Yastrzemski on the way to third. First and third for the Red Sox. Mickey Lolich in a little trouble. Will be facing Rico Petrocelli. Fly to right. K-line's got it. The inning's over, no runs. 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Boston, nothing. Detroit coming to bat. In real life, in 1972, the first pitch that Lolich threw, actually, that's not true. I'm going to back off that story. I think it might have been 73 or 4, but it's a story where Dwight Evans hit the first pitch of the season into the stands for a home run. Dick McAuliffe leads off for Detroit. Aurelio Rodriguez batting second. At third, Norm Cash hitting third. At first base, Kaline in right field hitting cleanup. Bill Freehan, the catcher, hitting fifth. The left fielder, Gates Brown, sixth. Mickey Stanley in center field, seventh. Brinkman at shortstop, eighth. And Lolich, the pitcher, ninth. For the Red Sox, they got Yastrzemski, Harper, and Smith in the outfield. Petrocelli, Aparicio, Griffin, and Cater in the infield. Dwayne Josephson catching, Marty Patton pitching, and we're underway. Ground ball to Cater, flips to Patton, one away. Rodriguez is out. Cash to Griffin. There's going to be an error on the play. Is it the throw? Let's find out. It is. Cash ends up at second. It was a high throw. Patton to Kaline. Harper's got it deep in center field. The inning is over. We go to the second. No score. Danny Cater in the left field. Base hit. Doug Griffin. Stanley comes in and puts it away in center. And Dwayne Josephson, the catcher for the Red Sox, strikes out. Inning as 2 outs as Marty Patton steps in, the pitcher. Lolich gets strikeout number 2. This is the year before the DH begins, I believe. Patton to face Freehan, Brown, and Stanley. Bottom of the second. Aparicio makes a great play. 1 down. Gates Brown strikes out. And Stanley on the ground. Cater takes it to the bag for the out. 2 quick innings. We go to the top of the third. No score in today's opening day, 1972. Lolich to face the top of the Sox order. Harper, followed by Aparicio and Yastrzemski. Aparicio on the ground to Brinkman. 2 quick outs. Carl Yastrzemski, 1 for 1. To left field, Brown has gutted at the fence. We head to the bottom of the third, no score. Brinkman, Lolich, then the top of the order, McAuliffe to face Marty Patton. Griffin to Cater, 1 down. Lolich goes down swinging. McAuliffe walks. Marty Patton looking in. Here's the pitch. He strikes out Rodriguez to end the inning. We go to the fourth. Still no score here on opening day, 1972, Detroit, Michigan. Reggie Smith up the middle. McAuliffe to first. 1 down. Petrocelli, foul ball. Fly to center. 2 down. Danny Cater. Strikeout number 4. Quickly to the bottom of the fourth we go as this game is moving right along. About 15 minutes in, we're halfway done. Patton to face the heart of the Tiger order, Cash, Kaline, and Freehand. Cash is Patton's 5th strikeout. Kaline to Harper, 2 away. Freehand, number 6. We go to the top of the 5th. Still no score here in Detroit. Lolich facing Griffin. Griffin to McAuliffe, 1 down. Dwayne Josephson to Rodriguez across the diamond. He is out. Marty Patton. Number 5 for Low. Will face Brown, Stanley, and Brinkman. Harper gets it deep in the center field. Stanley to Aparicio. 2 away. And Eddie Brinkman is hit by a pitch. Brinkman on his way to first. Mickey Lolich up. Mickey Lolich in the real season had a OPS of 312. He did have 6 hits and 89 at-bats, so he can get a hit. Up the middle, Aparicio takes it to the bag himself. We're done with 5 innings. We go to the top of the 6th. No score here in Detroit. Top of the order again for the Red Sox. Harper followed by Aparicio and Kari Yastrzemski. Lolich gets number 6. Aparicio to third. He's out. Yastrzemski 1 for 2. And he singles. It's going to end up to be a double as there's a poor play on the hit, as you could see by the screen. First double of the season for Yaz. He's on second base in scoring position. No score in the game. 2 away. Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith soon to be traded to, I believe, either the Cardinals or the Dodgers. I forget which one, but he's now intentionally walked. Rico Petrocelli stepping to the plate. Lolich delivers deep in the left field, but Brown puts it away on the warning track. No score. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Detroit, and we'll be right back. We've returned. McAuliffe, Rodriguez, and Cash, top of the Detroit order to face Marty Patton. Fly to center field. 1 down. Line drive, base hit to center field. Aurelio Rodriguez singles, ends Marty Patton's bid for a no-hit ball game. Runner on first now. He represents the go-ahead run as Norm Cash steps to the plate, and he's promptly, it's a line drive that Reggie Smith makes a great play on. He is out. That sinking line drive just taken off the shoe tops by Reggie. Patton now facing Kaline. 2 away runner on first. Kaline to right. Smith's got it for the out. We head to the top of the 7th. No score here in Detroit Stadium. Starting pitchers both in there, Lolich and Patton. Lolich to face Cater, Griffin, and Josephson. Fly ball to Kaline, 1 down. Doug Griffin strikes out, number 7 for Lolich. Dwayne Josephson singles to right center field. Red Sox have the go-ahead runner on base. Pitcher up. Well, he's pitching a one-hitter. He's going to keep pitching. So he's going to hit. However, he strikes out. We head to the bottom of the seventh here at Tiger Stadium. Red Sox, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. The Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 4 left on base. Freehan, followed by Brown and Stanley to face Patton here in the seventh. Aparicio up with it, 1 down. Gates Brown walks. Patton loses him. Marty Patton, 79 pitches today so far. He's got an estimated pitch count of 125. He's got plenty of juice left in that arm. Stanley strikes out, number 7 for Marty Patton. And Ed Brinkman comes up. He's going to put it on the ground to Aparicio. Busy guy throws him out. We head to the 8th. No score here in Detroit. Tommy Harper is going to set the Red Sox stolen base record with 54 stolen bases, and that will stand for many years for the Red Sox. And that ball is out of here as Harper puts it in the left center field seats. Home run number 1. That ball traveled 382 feet. Red Sox take a 1-0 lead here in Detroit. Louis Aparicio up on the ground to Ed Brinkman, who's got to throw to first and get him. Yastrzemski 2 for 3. He grounds to short. 2 away, and Reggie Smith was intentionally walked his last time, and he's going to ground to shortstop. Well, Harper led off with a home run. Then Lolich settled down and got the next 3 batters, but not before the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Marty Patton to face Lolich. Will he be hit for? Let's find out. Yep, Willie Horton coming in to pinch hit. Doug Griffin makes a great play behind second, 1 down. McAuliffe to center. Harper's got it. 2 quick outs. Aurelio Rodriguez strikes out. Ball's dropped. They have to throw to first to get him, but the inning is over, and after 8, Red Sox 1, Detroit 0. Ron Peranowski coming on to pitch here on opening day will face Petrocelli, Cater, and Griffin. Rico walks. He's on first. Not much of a chance to steal. Danny Cater stepping in. And Peranowski walks 2 in a row. One of the rare times 2 runners have been on base for either the Red Sox or the Tigers. Doug Griffin, light hitting second baseman up for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 today. He lays down a bunt. They're going to get Petrocelli at third. They're going to throw to first. They're going to have a, oh, he's safe. Thought it was going to be a double play, but Griffin beat the throw. Great play by Peranowski to get the lead runner. 1 out runners on first and second. Dwayne Josephson up. He's going to put it on the ground to Brinkman. Throws to second for 1, over to first. Not in time. 2 away. Marty Patton's up, runners on first and third. Well, here's a decision. Let's find out who does the Red Sox have in their bullpen. Well, they have Louis Tiant in the bullpen. Bill Lee is in the bullpen also. They have runners on first and third. I may regret he's allowed one hit. I'm going to let him bat. There we go. Grounded to short. Flips to second for the out. Head to the bottom of the ninth. I may regret the fact that I let him bat, but let's find out. Pattern goes Marty Patton to face Cash, Kaline, and Freehand. Let's find out if I made a mistake. Fly to center. And it looks like I made a mistake because Norm Cash puts that ball in the center field bleachers. This game is tied at 1. Well, never fails. Kaline up. Base in the right field. Gets by the right field. The Kaline on his way to third. And he triples. Bill Freehand up. Well, I should have pinch hit for him, but I didn't. Louis Tiant is going to enter the game. Runner on third. Infield in, nobody out. Line drive to right field, and Kaline holds. It was a little too short. Infield's still going to be in. Ground ball to Aparicio. Kaline has to hold. The infield can move back with 2 outs. Stanley on the ground to Griffin. We're going to go to the 10th. Well, at least I didn't lose the game. As the Red Sox held on. We're at the top of the 10th. 1-1 here in Detroit. Exciting opening day. We're moving right along about the half-hour mark here for this game. Paranowski's turned red. That means he's hit his estimated pitch count. We'll see what the computer does. Top of the Red Sox order, Harper up. He singles to center field. Fred Shearman coming into pitch now. Shearman, a left-hander. Aparicio's up. Harper on first. Harper is a threat to steal, but we're going to do a hit and run. And there was a pitch out. He's thrown out. 1 away. Aparicio now to short. 2 outs. Yastrzemski 2 for 4. They sit to center field. Red Sox have 2 hits this inning, but nothing to show for it. Reggie Smith up. Ground ball up the middle. It's a web gem by Brinkman. He's out. Head to the bottom of the 10th. We're tied at 1. Tiant pitching to Brinkman. Brinkman to Griffin. 1 away. Tony Taylor pinch hitting for Gates Brown. And Tiant strikes him out. Northrop batting. He hits it to Griffin, who's going to throw him out. We head to the 11th, still tied at 1. Tigers tied this up. Norm Cash homered in the bottom of the 9th inning to lead off to tie this game. We are now in the top of the 11th. Petrocelli, Cater, and Griffin to face Sherman, who's come in relief. Pops up behind the plate. Freehand's got it for the out. Danny Cater, center field. Stanley puts it away, and Doug Griffin. Griffin on the ground to Brinkman. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the 11th. We're tied at 1. Tiant still on the mound. Ground ball up the middle. Griffin Decatur for the out. Norm Cash, who tied the game up with a home run. Tiant strikes him out, and Kaline. He's the number 3 victim for Tiant. We head to the 12th. Tied at 1 here on opening day, 1972. My Action PC Red Sox replay. Sherman facing Josephson. Josephson walks. Do we have anybody a little speedier on the bench? There's not a lot of speed here. So we're going to leave him in. Louis Tiant. Phil Gagliano will pinch hit for Tiant. Ground ball to short, second for 1. He's going to hit it on a double play. 2 away here in the top of the 12th. Tommy Harper up. Harper on the ground. Brinkman's going to throw him out at first. Great play. Brinkman's had a great day at short. We're at the bottom of the 12th. Bobby Bolin comes in to pitch for the Red Sox. He will bat 9th. Bill Freehan up, strikes out. The pitcher is going to be called back to the dugout. Tom Haller comes in and he walks. Mickey Stanley. Base hit into center field. Runner goes to third is Haller. He's safe, and with 1 out here in the bottom of the 12th, Tigers are threatening to walk this game off. It's 1-1. Runners on first and third. Eddie Brinkman up. There is 1 out. We're going to bring the infield in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Griffin, throws to first. No double play, but they get the second out. They can back up. Tony Taylor batting against Bolin, runners on second and third. Ground ball to Aparicio, throws across the diamond. And for the second time in this game, bringing the infield in, saves the Red Sox a run. We go to the top of the 13th. We're tied at 1 here in Detroit. Aparicio, Yastrzemski and Smith to face Seelbach, maybe. That's how you pronounce it. 1 down, fly to center. Yastrzemski on the ground to Cash, takes it to the bag himself. Reggie Smith on the ground to Taylor. There's going to be an error on the play. Is it on the throw? Let's find out. Throw is in the dirt. Cash can't get it. It's a error on the second baseman. Smith goes to second. Represents the go-ahead run. 2 down for Rico Petrocelli. Seelbach delivers, line drive to left field. He's out. Bottom of the 13th, still tied at 1. Bolin facing Northrop, Rodriguez, and Cash, top of Detroit's order. Aparicio to Cater, 1 down. Fly to center field. Harper's got it on the warning track, 2 down. Norm Cash stepping in, and Bill Lee, the lefty, coming in to face him. He pops it up into the stands behind home plate. Nobody on, 2 outs, bottom of the 13th. Lee delivers, pops it up in the infield. Cater's got it. We head to the 14th inning. All tied at 1 here, opening day, 1972. Silbeck facing Cater, Griffin, and Josephson. Cash takes it to the bag, 1 down. Griffin to Brinkman to first for the out. And Josephson pops it up behind home plate. Freehan's got it. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the 14th. Bill Lee to face Kaline Freehan and the pitcher Silbeck. Ground ball to first, flips to Lee covering for the out. Freehan walks. I'm assuming we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher Silbeck. Paul Jada comes in to hit. He strikes out. Billy's got him. 2 down. Freehan at first for Mickey Stanley. Ball gets away from Josephson. Freehan does not advance. Stanley walks, runners on first and second. Brinkman up, winning run at second. The delivery, base hit in the right field. Here comes the winning run. He is out at the plate. He is out at the plate. Reggie Smith throws him out at the plate. We go to the 15th inning. We're tied at 1. Well, we're having an exciting game here at Tiger Stadium as we go to the 15th inning. Mealer is coming in to pitch here in the top of the 15th. Will face Bill Lee. Then the top of the order, Lee's going to hit. No, Ben Ogilvy's going to come up and pinch hit for him. Ogilvy to right. Kaline's got it for the out. Harper. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to be in the corner. Harper's rounding first, headed for second. He's going to walk into second base standing with his first double of the season. Harper at second base. Louis Aparicio stepping in. Harper represents the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch. Fly to right field. Kaline's got it. 2 away. Carl Yastrzemski, 3 for 6 today in the first 14 innings. Can he do something to get Harper home? Let's find out. Fly to left. And it is out of here. Home run. Yastrzemski hits a 2-run home run to left field. That ball traveled 356 feet. And the 33-year-old Carl Yastrzemski, heading into the last part of his career, puts the Red Sox ahead 3-1 here in the 15th inning. How about that? Mealer now on the hook for the game will be facing Reggie Smith. Smith walks. Still 2 outs. Rico Petrocelli. Throw to first. Smith back. There goes Smith. He stole second base. His first stolen base of the season. Insurance run on second. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. They're going to walk him. Danny Cater up. Cater's going to single in the right. Smith is going to score. Red Sox now lead 4-1. Joe Niekro coming in to pitch for Detroit. Doug Griffin, base hit in the right field. Another run scores. Petrocelli crosses the plate. It is now 5-1. The Red Sox have scored 4 times here in the 15th inning off the Detroit bullpen. Dwayne Josephson, runners on first and second. Ball hit back to the mound. Inning finally over, but not before the Red Sox score 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the 15th inning. Red Sox 5, Detroit 1. Let's see who we're going to bring in to pitch for the Red Sox. They've had good relief pitching so far. We've got Taylor, 2 righties and a lefty. We're going to bring in Ken Tatum. Tatum trying to close this game out for the Red Sox. Facing Tony Taylor's 0 for 2. Well, you didn't want to do that after you take a 5-1 lead. 4-run lead, excuse me. Jim Northrup. Line drive, base hit. 2 runners on for Detroit. It's going to be a short string on Tatum. Pitching to Rodriguez. He's out, 1 down. Norm Cash is up. Red Sox lead by 4. The pitch to Cash. He walks him. And that will bring the tying run to the plate. That will bring another pitcher in for the Red Sox. Al Kaline up. And it looks to me like Sonny Siebert's going to come in to pitch. Red Sox going to use most of their pitchers today. Hope there's somebody left for tomorrow. Siebert pitching to Kaline. Bases loaded. He struck him out. Bill Freehan up 2 outs. Tying run at the plate. The pitch. Fly ball deep to left field. Yastrzemski's got it at the wall. The game is over. The Red Sox win 5-1 as the Tigers, Bill Freehan misses a game-tying grand slam home run by a couple of feet. Unbelievable. Red Sox 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. 12 left on. The Tigers 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. 13 left on. Lots of runners left on. We go to the box scores. Unbelievable game. I thought that ball was a home run for sure off the bat of Freehan. For the Red Sox, Harper went 3 for 7. Yastrzemski with the 2-run homer to put him ahead went 4 for 7. Danny Cater 2 for 6. All those hits coming in the top part of the Boston batting order. Detroit, lots of single hits. Nobody, he only had 6 hits. Nobody with a multiple hit game. Red Sox out-hit him 12-6. Pitching-wise, for Detroit, Mickey Lolich pitched a good 8 innings, 6 hits, allowed a run. It was earned, struck out 8, walked 1. Peronowski, Sherman, Seelbeck, Mealer took the loss. He came in, and Necro finished up. For the Red Sox, Tiant came in to pitch 3 no-hit innings, followed by Bolin, pitched an inning and 2/3. Bill Lee took the win. He's now 1-0 here on opening day. He pitched 1 1/3 innings of 1-hit ball. And Sonny Siebert, a Red Sox starter, gets the save. Red Sox used a lot of pitchers in the game. Anyway, let's go back to today's schedule for the rest of the league. We'll finish it out as the Cubs play at home and lose to the Phillies 8-6. St. Louis and Montreal. Montreal shuts them out 2-0. Bob Gibson, the loser in that one. Kansas City at home against the White Sox. They defeat the White Sox 4-1. Minnesota visiting Oakland on opening day, 2-1 Minnesota. The Giants at the Astros, 7-6 Giants. Texas at California, 6-1 California. Messerschmitt over Bosman. That was Messerschmitt is towards the end of his career. Atlanta at San Diego. Atlanta wins 3-0. We saw Negro win that game. His brother pitched in today's game. That's the end of opening day of 1972. We flip over, and there you see the standings. They don't mean much because it is opening day. This is Bernie Strom, and look forward to one of these games once a week for my 1972 Action PC replay. If you go to my Facebook page, Sports Replays, I will be posting the daily box scores for not only the 72 replay that I'm doing here, but also the 1975 and the 1948 replay that will begin this Saturday. I want to thank everybody for coming by, and I hope to see you here on Saturday's broadcast for opening day 1948. For the 1948 Boston Red Sox. I'll be using PC Replay Baseball on that one. In the meantime, hope everyone has a nice Tuesday. Have a great day.